Welcome back to the Force Announcers YouTube channel. Yeah, I'm doing a video. I've been really busy. That's that. But yeah, new video. And today we start the last season of Parma. And that's a definite last season. We're not going to be doing any more after this. And, well, what an opener we got. Juventus at home. We start off. Last time we faced them, we got a point. How we'll do today, I've no idea. New signings have come in. Players have been sold. And well, the goal for this season is to get a top half finish. That's what I want. It's the last season. Let's finish as high as we can. Let's try and get our highest finish we can. Last season we ended 13th. I want top 10, so that's what I'm aiming for. And then we'll leave it in the hands of the next manager afterwards to see how much further we can go. So on we go, and it's as I said, Juventus at home first in an episode of Parma from the Ashes. It's the start of season 10. So why don't we just get straight into the transfers, shall we? We'll start off with a couple of backup players, such as this guy here, Asgeir Heimisson, who is Icelandic and was bought from Breidablik. I have no idea if I said that right. On a free transfer. He's just a backup right back. He's not too bad. He's improving, you know, double figures, so not too bad. He will probably be sent out on loan. You know, there's interest on him, so Heimisson will probably be going on loan because we've bought a few left backs actually. So this is one of them. Won't be first choice though. He's a hot prospect, so we might see him if we have some injury problems, but most likely he'll be on loan. So I bought 3 right backs. This is another one. This guy will probably be playing a bit more. This is Dragan Rakozovic. He is a Serbian right back, only 19, also from the same club, but he's been out without a club for a while. We brought him in on a free. Pre-season, he's not done too badly actually. He's had a pretty good time of it. He's pretty good as a wing back, as you can see there. He's got good heading as well. Good teamwork rating, great stamina, a bit of pace as well. He looks very nice, and he will probably, you know, be rotated with our other left right back that we bought. Because this guy's got good potential, Rakozovic. I don't know how much potential he'll actually get in the save because there's not long left. But for the next few years, you know, with the next manager, this guy looks like he could have a good future. The other right back, we've got a bit of experience. We don't sign a lot of players over 30, but this one is one of them. It's Eli Dasser. His last club was Atalanta, and we brought him in. He was a free agent, so we got him. And yeah, off screen, he's done very, very well actually. He's impressed me, and he played in the cup, and he did very well. He was actually, I think, no, he wasn't man of the match, but he was one of the best, and he looks very, very solid. You know, great player, experienced in international games as well. He's got 64 caps for Israel, and he looks very solid. So this may well be our first choice right back, and I think Rakozovic can, you know, come in when there's, you know, injuries or if he's out of form. I think we've got some great options at right back now. Now, Miguel Angel has gone. I think his contract expired. So we needed a backup goalkeeper, and we've got this guy, Konstantin Semenov. He's Russian. He's only on loan from Dynamo Moscow. So, well, he's just a first team, but George Jamie's really good as well. So we've got 2 good options here. A bit more competition for George Jamie. He does have some great games, but he does have some bad games at the same time. But Semenov's come in on loan. I don't know how much we'll see him play. You know, second choice goalkeepers very rarely get called up in my saves unless our main keeper has an injury. So Semenov, don't know how much we'll see him. He's on loan. You know, if we don't use him, then we'll just send him back and buy another one. So yeah, that's it really. Getting into some money being spent now. This is Andrea Scolaro, signed from Frosinone for £425,000. Good potential, but right now it doesn't look like he's going to be in the first team. And most likely, I've actually offered him up for loan, I think. Have I done that? I don't think I have yet. But yeah, I mean, this guy's got a future. So for now, he'll probably be in our under 20s or loaned out. But yeah, he's got potential. And like I said, for the next manager after me, hopefully Scolaro will impress. Spent £2 million on a defensive midfielder. This is Emilio Maestroni. We went through, a spell at the start where we used defensive midfielders, then we stopped using him, and now we've started again with Sandro Alberto coming in. He's really impressed, and he's attracted interest from other clubs as well. He does have a 10 million release clause in his new contract, which I signed for him. Maestroni, he looks very, very nice. Can play as an anchorman, which is where he's been playing. Played in 6 friendlies off screen and, averaged over 7, so that's good. Great decisions at 16, really good with his tackling. Not very much aggression as well, so hopefully not too many cards, unlike Alberto, who I think had maybe 20 yellow cards. And already 24, Maestroni's got room to grow as well. So this is a good signing, I think, defensive midfielder. And lastly, we've got a left winger. This is Henrik Golden, Norwegian, 28 years old, signed from Milan. Only spent 1 season there and only played 4 games. So yeah, and they were all for the bench as well. Didn't get a single start for Milan, and they spent almost £7 million for him. We got him for 3.7. There may be more than that. It depends on the add-ons and stuff. But he looks very, very nice. I mean, look at I like corners. Like, we don't have great set piece takers. Golden's got great corners, really good crossing, great technique. He looks very solid and mentally as well, very balanced. So I like the look of this guy. Got agility as well, fair bit of pace. Probably won't be improved much more in the future, but I think Petkov is, winding down to the end of his spell. He's my fan favourite, so he's still at the club. But Golden and Petkov, I think, are a great pairing on that left side, and they can rotate between each other. And they look like top left midfielders. So those are all the signings I made so far. We do still have a bit of money to play with, and I still probably need a centre-back. So that's what I'm going to be spending the remainder of my money on, because we do still need a centre-back. As far as outgoings, Ajapong's contract expired, so he went on free. Terry Latisagnes has gone for £3.1 million. He went to Swansea. Too many poor performances, and he never found himself in the team. Only played he's played twice for Swansea so far, 6.35. His ratings were quite solid, but he didn't play very much. I mean, Ajapong came in. Of course, we loaned Barato the second half of last season. Tried to reloan him again, but who was it? Roma wanted to give him first choice opportunities, and when we tried to buy him, they were quoting over £50 million. So we couldn't do that. That's a shame. But as I said, we've got 2 great right backs in Dasa and Rakozovic, and we've got Hymus in his backup, and we have Potzer on the back burners as well as a youngster, so that's good. We've got £750,000 for Angel, which I think is a really good deal, considering we got him for nothing 2 seasons ago. Only played 1 league game, and that was because Jorginho had an injury. And yeah, we got £750,000 for him, which I think is really good. Khalifi's gone. Now, this was one of my worst signings of the whole game. We spent almost £7 million on him, and we sold him for about a tenth of the price, and he played 34 games. Not even all of the starts. 34 games over 3 seasons, yeah. He just never got played. I mean, he's a right-side midfielder. We had Juan Silva, who was incredible, and we brought back Rossi. So he just never found himself playing very much. So that's a shame that he's gone. But as I said, I didn't play him, and he was one of our highest earners. So he had to go. We also got £2 million for Pietro Pignataro. I think that's good for a player that was probably not living up to the potential that he had. He had a great season a couple of seasons ago, made 20 appearances and was pretty solid. But this past season, we signed Traore and we had Bretonnier, and he didn't play nearly as much. So it's a shame, but as I said, £2 million is very good. And for someone who was coming to the end of their potential, that's a good deal. Lastani's gone to Trapani, Federico's gone to Salernitana. Fornacia, I tried to sell him, but there was not a lot of interest in him. He has gone on loan to Cambuur, whoever they are. They're a team in the Eredivisie. Just been promoted, actually, to the top Dutch league. Yeah, I didn't find myself playing him very much again, and when he did play, he wasn't that good. That doesn't really tell the whole story. But yeah, I didn't find myself playing him, so we got loaned out. I tried to sell him, but no one wanted him. But he's loaned. Loads of youngsters released on frees that never had a future with a club. That's pretty much it, really. A few loans. Pozzoni's gone on loan, as is a Guion and a Porciello, who are some youngsters that could have a future in the coming seasons. Not under me, of course, because this is my last one. So we still have 2.9 in the bank balance-wise, which isn't that much really. Transfer budget, we've got £5 million, and we've still got a bit of wage to play with. So I think that's enough money to get in a decent centre-back. I'll show you some of the ones that I've been looking at. They're not there. Where's my shortlist? But the real reason we're here is Juventus. First of all, though, off-screen, very quickly, I'll show you the friendlies and the TIM Cup. So 2-1 against Guingamp, Cherry getting both goals, Robinho getting hit theirs. A 3-1 defeat to Karlsruhe. Yeah, just completely rotated team, not match fit at all. We lost 3-1. Nancy, we won 3-1. Jojic converted a penalty, and Furlan, left midfielder, got 2 quick-fire goals. Against Recanatese, Bretonia and Cherry scored. Against the under-20s, Aragoni own goal, and Furlan again. 1-0 defeat against QPR, Polosano own goal. A goalless draw against Mallorca. And in the TIM Cup third qualifier, where we drew Genoa and beat them 1-0 via a penalty. Bit disappointing that we couldn't beat them by more, seeing as they're now relegated, I believe. Yes, they were relegated 18th, I believe. Yeah, 18th place. A bit shame that we couldn't beat them by more and it only took a penalty, but we played very well. We defended well. We really limited Genoa. Rossi was great. As I said, Daza was great on his first appearance, first competitive appearance. Golden was pretty solid as well, and Jojic was the guy fouled, so he got the assist. So not a bad performance, just a bit of a shame that we couldn't win by more. And in the next round, that's given us a game against Avellino. Now, I don't know what they've been doing recently, because they were in the top league, I think. Yeah, briefly. That was, well, not when we were up there. And they've been sort of around the top half of Serie B for a while, but yeah, that's Avellino. So that's what's been happening. Let's jump into a match now, because I don't want this to go on for too long. So the last time we faced Juventus, we got a 1-1 draw. Now, we've got a few injuries in the squad, Bretonia being one of them, and Traore, another central midfielder, is also injured. So we've got Boskin, we can play him. But what I'm going to do, I'm going to play Emmers as the box-to-box. I've been playing with one striker formation over pre-season, this 4-1-4-1. It's been working quite well, so we're going to stick with it. So this is probably the team we're going to go with. So this is the team we're going to go with. I'll go through it bit by bit. So Georgiemi in goal. He's our first choice keeper. We've got Semenov on the bench. But we can rotate those if we have, bad runs of form or injuries. The back four of Muru, Polosano, Conte and Dassa. I think that will be our first choice back four. So that's not too bad. Sandro Alberto playing as the ball-winning midfielder. And then the midfield for Golden on the left, our new midfielder. We've got Petkov on the bench. He's a bit tired at the moment, so that's why Golden's playing ahead of him. Rossi playing on the right. Silva is playing in the 2024 Olympics at the moment. In fact, he's just come back from that, so we can bring him onto the bench. I'll do that. But yeah, Silva's just come back from the Olympics, so that's where he's been. He hasn't played at all pre-season, so, but he's still match fit. Of course, he was playing in the Olympics, which I think we're in Egypt or something like that, somewhere in North Africa. And then the central midfield duo, Jojic and Emmers, and then Cherry playing up front as a lone target man. And then on the bench, defensive options, Trevino, Van Housden, and there's Boskin. Where's Furlan? Here's Furlan. So he played very well pre-season. Let's just have a quick look at him. He hasn't got that much potential, but he played really well pre-season. Great physicals, but elsewhere, he's probably not all that. He's got a good work rate, and that's about it, really. But he's played well pre-season, so we're going to give him, a few games off the bench, maybe. Now, against Juventus, we are at home, so I'm going to stick on control and structured. We're going to close down much more, and let's hope for the best here. Juventus are champions. They've won a lot. They won the league. They won the Super Coppa. So, yeah, they've been winning everything. And I think they won the Champions League as well. So, yeah, Juventus has been winning a lot in this save. They've been the team to beat. And we've never beaten them. I don't know how many games we had against them. I think we've had 7, maybe. We had 1 cup game. And we've had 3 seasons. So, yeah, 7 games. We've drawn 1 and we lost the rest. And they're playing a 4-4-1-1. Ronaldo, Sanchez and Dybala, watch out for them. Pogba's still there. Isco on the right. He did sort of play in that Sanchez role there, but he looks like he's been moved out to the right. Berardi is on the bench. So a few players that are still there. And Mattia Perrin, yeah, he's there as well. And he is a goalkeeper that's been around the block. He went to Everton for a brief spell. and only had a couple of seasons. And they made a big profit on him, actually, but it starts off the save at Genoa. He's a decent goalkeeper, so watch out for him. So I think we are the first team to play our game. So either way, we're going to be top or bottom here, aren't we? Or second, maybe, depending on what the draw is. So yeah, let's hope for the best. As I said, aiming for a top 10 finish this season. I want to feel, well, that's a good start. 4 minutes and 20 seconds. Dybala has blazed it into the goal. Yeah, and now we're bottom. So as I was saying before Dybala's goal interrupted me, I'm aiming for a top half finish this season. We finished 14th twice in a row. Last season we went up one and finished 13th. We could have finished a lot higher, but our performance really dropped towards the end of the season. The last 3 games the last 8 games I think we didn't win. So even though we went on a massive unbeaten run and we only lost 1 game in about 18, a lot of those were draws. I think only 3 of them were wins. So yeah, that sounded good at the time, but looking back, we should have won more of those games and we would have finished a bit higher. Lots of passes here. We're not getting the ball off them. Here is Mahmoud, and he's still got it. And here's Sanchez, and that is held onto by Jorjami now. Thrown by Dasa. Here is Rossi to Emmers. Back to Dasa. Gone with a shorter start. I'm going to try and slow it down a bit. Hopefully that helps us, but we will see. And that is a bad ball. Cherry doesn't get to it. And now Juve have it back. Here is Renato Sanchez. And here is Dybala. Is he going to add to his goals? He is. It's 2-0. 36 minutes played. And this isn't the best of starts. This is awful. We haven't had a shot yet. I think this is the furthest forward I've seen us. Here's Jojic. Finds Golden. The league debut. Here's Cherry. And it's the first shot of the game. It's blocked. We've won a corner. Corner's going to be taken by Golden. It's a good one, but it's headed away. And now Isco looking to start a counter-attack for Juventus, who are already 2-0 up. And we are not doing very well at all. Half-time, we are 2-0 down. I'm not saying unlucky. I'm saying I expect to see a much better showing from you. Okay, we've got them fired up. Now, we're going to go for early crosses. We're going to pump the ball into the box. I'm just going to go a bit more direct. Start the second half. Here is Isco. It's with Pogba. It goes over Pogba to Karabali. Janjic now. And looking for the cross. He finds Isco. Here's Pogba. And it's a save by Jorjami. Here is Rossi. Now, can we get an attack from this? Matteo Rossi to Emmers. Cherry hits the woodwork. We'll get Emmers up. We'll take Emmers off. And we'll bring on Juan Carlos as the poacher. Going to the team talk. I'm going to assertively demand more. Because, yeah, this hasn't been the best of performances so far. 63 minutes. Not enough shots. And, you know, well, they've scored 2. So, that's not good enough, really. I know it's Juventus, but I expect certain levels of performance. And, that is tipped over by Jorjami. Not a shot on target. We've had 5 shots, but we haven't hit the target yet. And Juventus are teasing a 3rd goal. They've had 10 shots on target. Another change coming in. Cherry's done hardly anything. We're going to bring on Castelletti. Corner by Juventus. It's headed by Conte. And here's Tennyson to Regani. And Berardi's on now. Domenico Berardi. I always called him Dominican Republic. That's not his name. Sanchez to Pogba. Sanchez again. Lincoln. Dybala. That's a nice goal. And it's 3-0. That's a hat-trick for Dybala. He started off brilliantly. I want to see how many goals Dybala has got throughout this whole thing. He's been at Juve for the whole save. Oh, God. He's had a lot of goals. Castelletti to Golden. Could be a consolation here, though. It is. Castelletti has bundled it in. 4 minutes from time. We've got a consolation goal. To be fair, like, Alberto's done pretty well. Conte's defended when he's needed to. Castelletti's done well and got his goal. But other defenders, like sort of the fullbacks, the goalkeeper could have done a lot better today. I'm going to say it wasn't our night, but I'm slagging off Jorjami. Not pleased with you. Same with Muru. And Polosano. If we're going to break into the top half, we need to do better than that. I keep saying this. I know it's Juventus, but I expect better. I mean, Dybala has just ripped us to shreds today. Well, Italy won the Olympic gold medal. I mean, it's quite apt seeing as, you know, we're currently in the 2016 Olympics at the moment. Great Britain are doing very well, but Italy won the Olympic gold medal. I wonder how Great Britain did in that, actually. Let's see if we can work it out. They beat Algeria 3-1 in Cairo. So, well done to them. Well done to all our British athletes as well on the gold medals. probably not watching this, but well done all the same. And the silvers and bronzes, of course. Well, my scout reports are in for my defenders. I'll have a look at those once I've finished filming this video. So what have we got coming up? So Bologna, Sassuolo, Chievo, and Udinese are our next games. So our next episode will be around this time. We've got Catania and Cittadella away game, and then a home game, and that will take us to the end of September. So that will be what is coming up, and I'll also show you any other signings that I make. Like I said, I'm still looking for a new centre back, and yeah, that's it really. So yeah, looking forward to our last season. As far as what's going to be happening after this, there'll be a separate video for that once this is all done, explaining what I'm going to be doing next. And what that will be is not Football Manager. I'm going to be taking a break from FM until the next game comes out once this season's done. So yeah, I'm just putting that out there, but I will explain it in detail in a separate video after the save's actually done. Just letting you know that now. If you enjoyed the video, please leave a like, and I forgot my outro. Jesus, it's been about 3 days since I last recorded. Yeah, leave a like if you enjoyed the video, leave any comments you want to make, and if you want to see videos as and when it's on goodness sake, I've forgotten how to do this. If you want to see videos as and when it's up on YouTube, hit subscribe. And yeah, next episode, Catania and Cittadella will be the games. I'll show you off screen, and I'll show you any additional signings I make, and that will be then. So thank you for watching, guys, and I'll see you then. Thanks for watching, and goodbye.